Hello and welcome everyone to the ESG Youth Harmony 2020 Co-Creating Tomorrow. We are delighted today to have all of you here with us. We are graced with guests, students and teachers from all across the country. Students and teachers from North India. Can we have you waving your hands? Hello. Can we all have a big hello from North India?
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Students in South India, can we all get a big cheer friend? Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Students and teachers. Hello. Students and teachers from West India, please wave your hands and say hello.
Come on, everyone. Give us a cheer. All our kids from Rajasthan and other parts of West India. Come on, guys. Give us a cheer.
Woohoo! All our participants, schools, teachers, and guests from East India. Hello.
Hello.
Brilliant stars. I saw some students here all the way from Northeast Tripura. Come on, guys. Give us a cheer.
We're also joined by some guests internationally. Can we have a big cheer from your end?
All our international guests and teachers and students from Bhutan and other countries. Give us a cheer, please. Hear it from you all.
Thank you so much, everyone, once again for joining us today for ESG Youth Harmony 2020 Co-Creating Tomorrow. We have a really exciting leg of events planned for today. So let us begin by telling you what Harmony is all about.
Gandhiji says happiness, and I would say success, is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Imagine a world with 1,000 great leaders. On a planet of 7.3 billion people, why can't we find 1,000 great leaders? Not good leaders, but great leaders. Surely they exist.
Who pushed into prostitution and human trafficking. And when we built the toilet, they came and they are like, "Thank you so much for building."
Cybercrime is emerging as a grave concern because we have access to technology, and we think a step to empower women is to get them associated with technology. We wouldn't want them to reach a stage where cybercrime becomes a concern for them. If they start out right, cybercrime doesn't need to be an issue at all.
The four pillars of great leadership, we believe, are leadership, ethics, altruism, and decisive action. And so our curriculum, which hopefully all of you have gone through or are going through, is about these four values.
What is bistic? Bistic is an edible spoon which is cookie-based and is meant to be eaten with beverages and cereals. Now, bistic is the best alternative to plastic spoons, and that's why our mission statement is creating a cleaner world one bite at a time.
Before I'd like to commence, तो बस ये बोलना चाहूंगी कि आराम से बैठिए और आनंद उठाइए. I don't know about you all, but for us, inspiration never came from quotes. For us, inspiration was drawn from classrooms and playgrounds between hectic schedules, a fire to change the world and ourselves for the better.
Gathering of today and tomorrow, many of you together, I encourage you young people not to cling to your own school groups. Move beyond the school groups and meet and talk to children from other schools and from other parts of the country. Remember, if India has overcome the power, it has the possibility to become a beautiful home if we all unite together and understand each other. And that can only happen if you reach out to others. So have fun, enjoy yourself, take back good memories of your time spent in harmony, at harmony and in harmony.
Wow. At harmony and in harmony. This has definitely set the tone for today's evening as we are already more than 220 participant students and schools. We will now have a welcome address by Ms. Dinu Raheja, Executive Director at LEAD TGALF.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to all our students, our teachers, our guests for joining in for our Harmony 2020. I know we all miss the buzz and the excitement of the face-to-face physical event that we've been having in the last few years, but we've tried to make up and keep all of y'all engaged for this virtual edition of Harmony 2020. And I would especially would like to thank each one of you, not only to be here and not only to be a part of Harmony, but to be our support and to be with us on our journey as TGELF has been on this journey of shaping a better nation. This journey that we started out about 12 years ago of building leadership in the young people. And y'all have been the support and held our hands all during that journey that we have taken in the last few years. Our mission and our vision to build leadership, to empower the young people, is to build a better nation, to build a better future, and not just any kind of leadership, but leadership that is rooted and based in values and ethics. But more importantly, leadership that is altruistic, not self serving, but selflessly serving. So use that education, use your research, use what you are learning in schools to carve out and create a better tomorrow, because really it is young people who will be change makers and will be able to make the world a better place. Become participants in the solutions that you all can improve challenges that we may I request our audience to please keep themselves on mute? It just takes away the ambient sounds and it's easier then to connect and engage with each other. Thank you. And we see all of you young people really stepping up to the plate and creating those solutions to challenges. Look at the way all of y'all have taken that step over this pandemic, this chaos that this pandemic has created, with schools being closed, online classes. But we really commend and we would like to congratulate everyone here that you all have taken your abilities to be a part of our harmony, to look at opportunities that this pandemic has created and convert the challenges into solutions that you can then make the world a better place. So thank you. We look forward to all of you being a part of the competitions that are coming up in the weeks ahead, in the days ahead. And as ever, doing your best as well as triumphing over whatever challenges that we may have. Thank you again. All the best to all of you. And I'm sure you will all achieve the successes that you all are moving out to. All the best to everyone.
Thank you
And
so
over
much.
to you, Shruti.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you, Dinu ma'am, for such a warm
Thank you,
welcome
ma'am.
to all our students and participating schools.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We now have a performance by the students of Bombay International School, Bombay, in collaboration with Silly Point Production.
We usually have a.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish on a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind. Where troubles melt like lemon drops away upon the chimney tops. That's where you find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can I?
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people going by.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They really say, I love you.
I see dreams of green, roses too. I see the moon from me. I think to myself, what a wonderful
Way over, birds fly, over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
All right. Give it up, everyone.
So much. All I can say is, and
Thank you,
I think to myself, what a wonderful performance. A big round of applause, everyone in the chat box or finger snaps virtually. Thank you, Bombay International School, Mumbai. On behalf of TGAL, I would like to thank Bombay International School and Silly Point Production for being a part of Harmony 2020. Our special thanks to the students of Bombay International School, Shriya, Anisha, Nena, Alia, Nisha, Anika, Shloka, Kimaya, Vedehi. We would really love to see these stars. So students, if you're here with us, please, we would request you to turn on your cameras and give a big cheer from there. Hello, and thank you so much. A big thank you To Mr. Bowman Irani, we regret that he could not come here with us because of his busy schedule. But we are delighted to have here with us Mr. Meherzad Patel, founder, partner, and director at Silly Point Production. He's also a writer, director, actor, and drum instructor. We welcome you here, sir, and thank you so much for this beautiful performance. We would love to have a few words from you about the production of this video. Can I welcome Mr. Meherzad Patel?
Hello, good evening, everyone. It really is a pleasure to be here. When Ms. Karpe of Bombay International School asked us to be a part of today's meeting, it was truly an honor because it really shows that performing arts is no longer just a fun and games thing. Performing arts is today very much taken very seriously in the education forum, and that is something that we really appreciate. That back in the day when we were children, it was all just dramatics and fun and games, and theater was never taken seriously. And when we decided to graduate and not pursue our professions but make this into a profession, it really, Bombay International was the first school that actually took us on as speech and drama instructors. And today, almost a decade later, and 5 or 6 schools into speech and drama, we still stand by the fact that Bombay International School was the first one to give us an opportunity. And the beauty is that the children you saw performing are almost, I think, ninth or 10th grade students. And so when we started, they started with us. So these are literally the first or second batch of students that have graduated with us. And it's no more just performing in the sense of acting on stage, it's an all round development. And that is something that we truly appreciate, that speech, drama, music, or the performing arts on the whole is now being considered as an educational thing, which is not just for fun and games, but for everyone to actually take it up as a profession. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm really proud of our children of Bombay International School.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here with us today. Thank you very much once again. Moving on, I would now like to invite our chief guest for today, Ms. Gauri Ishwaran, to address this virtual gathering. Recipient of Padma Shri Award in 2004, Gauri Ishwaran is an innovative educationist with over 30 years of experience. She has been the founder principal of Sanskriti School, New Delhi, an institution that has become one of the leading schools in India within a span of few years. Her guiding philosophy is to educate each child to become a lifelong learner and grow into a caring, sensitive, and responsible citizen of the world. Over to you, ma'am. A very warm welcome.
Good evening, everyone. I feel very nostalgic having watched this video and speaking here, because I still remember the first harmony that we had. It was in the city of Udaipur, and to all the excitement and discovery of what are the things we could do and what are the things we could not do. That's where our journey really started. And then we moved on to start the youth leader program. And now, of course, we have the business challenge as well. Dinu ma'am has already spoken about TGELF and given you all the background. And both to teachers and students, what I would like to really point out is, though we are, in the midst of discussing all the challenges of the pandemic and online classes, how difficult it's for the kids, how tough it's on the teachers. But something, every cloud has a silver lining. And I think that this is actually a golden opportunity for us to change the entire face of education. And you young people who are taking part in the various competitions at Harmony, keep in mind that you are going to grow up, and in another 15 to 20 years, there'll be all the challenges that you will have to face. Will we have enough water? Will we have enough electricity? Will there be enough food? How will climate change affect? These are all issues that you young people will have to face. And starting from now, cultivate in yourselves, sorry, in yourselves, problem solving, creative thinking, do some research, think up of ideas, and can you use less water? Can you live with using less of electrical power? Can there be an alternative to coal? Start thinking about all that from now. And it's not just you. You can gather a community around you to carry this forward. If you are living in a multi-story building, talk to all the residents. How can each house save water? Can you use faucets on your taps, which will reduce the amount of water that's being used? You can find out how much each house is using. With new changes, how much less would they use? How much would you save? So you have the whole community going. And when you go back to school, schools across the world can work together on this. Reach out to children in other countries. What are the ideas that you all have? How can you put it all together? How can you solve all these problems? There are millions of children in our country who are left out of education at the moment because they cannot do online learning. They have no devices. So is there any way that you can help by your community putting some money together? Maybe your household servants' kids who are in government schools and suffering, maybe you can provide them with some devices. So, it is not that you have to start big and do it in a big way, but each one of you kids in your own little world, you can help and you can gather people together. And in the beginning, you may be just 5 people, then you will become 10, then you will become 50, and that's how it grows. And therefore, I really want to take this opportunity to ask all of you to be entrepreneurial in the manner in which you look at life now. After the pandemic, nothing is going to go back to what it was earlier. School will be different. Life also will be different. Our own mental approach to things will be different. And therefore, you have to be prepared for that change. So you have to be adaptable. You have to be flexible. And you should never be judgmental. Any idea that comes, whether you agree or don't agree, listen to it. And remember, all that I'm telling you has to be rooted in one very important quality, and that is empathy and compassion. Human beings are wired to be empathetic. It's just that we have moved away from it now. The pandemic, the post-pandemic period gives us the opportunity to go back to that, to find that empathy in us again. And one of the reasons why TGELF runs the Youth Leader Program is to make you all conscious of your social obligations. How can you make life better for other people? How do you help people who are not as fortunate? How can you help this planet be better? How can you help your city to be better? For example, in Delhi, they ask us to segregate waste, but most of us don't do it. They ask us to wear masks, but we don't wear them. So, it is not just the government, as we also have civic duties. And that is something that I hope the teachers, when we come back to our schools, will be able to emphasize to our students that it is just not taking things. We also have to give back. We also have to think about others. We need to have compassion in our heart. We need to accept and admire people with different talents. We need to be not judgmental about people who live different kind of lives or who follow different religions. We need to learn to be inclusive. Otherwise, the world cannot move forward. This pandemic has given us this lesson. See, it's one virus, but the entire world has been brought to its knees. That's how closely we are all connected now. So whatever we plan for the future, we need to keep in mind that these connections will not go away. Globalization has come to stay. Global connections cannot be broken now. And therefore, unless we have empathy and compassion, unless we have the ability to listen, unless we have the ability to work together as teams, unless we learn to be collaborative, it's going to be a very tough life ahead. So, my message to all the teachers and all the students is that once this COVID pandemic is over, and it will be over one day, we make this opportunity, we take this golden opportunity to make our entire learning experience more engaging, more relevant, and more useful, so that in the coming 21st century decades, you will be ready to face the challenges. You will be ready to find solutions. You will be ready to lead. So I wish all of you the very best of luck. And I'm so delighted that the lead team is keeping the spirit of harmony alive. So, like I said in my earlier speeches, we take part in the harmony competition, but we have to learn to live in harmony together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the much needed hope and encouragement that we needed in this year of pandemic. As ma'am rightly said, that we really need to give back society and build an inclusive society. Well, our students at Harmony are exactly in harmony with that vision, ma'am, through our competitions. We will now have a dance performance by the students of Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurgaon. The dance, which is an amalgamation of contemporary Kathak and Bharatnatyam, is based on a Sanskrit shloka, Sarve Sham Swastir Bhavatu, which means, may there be happiness in all, may there be peace in all, may there be completeness in all, may there be success in all. Let's enjoy the performance together.
Can you see the world? Can you hear the sounds? Never know when the world may crumble. Think about how you can make a change around. Silence is not an answer forever. Sarvesham swasti bhavatu sarvesham shanti bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu sarvesham mangalam bhavatu sarve bhavatu shikha sarve sankaryamaya sarve bhagrani vasantu makashe dukha Sarvesham swasti bhavatu sarvesham shanti bhavatu sarvesham purnam bhavatu sarvesham mangalam bhavatu sarve bhavatu shikha sarve sankaryamaya sarve bhagrani vasantu makashe dukha Swasti bhavatu, swasti bhavatu. Sarvesham shanti bhavatu, shanti bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu.
What a splendid performance by our students of Delhi Public School. Congratulations, students. I request all our virtual audience to continue to encourage our performers by waving their hands or clapping virtually or putting their comments in the chat box.
Very nice. It's very beautiful.
Thank you so much. If we have these students, can we have their cameras on? On behalf of TGELF, we would like to thank Delhi Public School, Sector 45 Gurgaon, to be a part of Harmony 2020. Our special thanks goes to Vrinda, Ayushi, Gunjan, Arunima, Ananya, Bhavini, Disha, Dive, and Vaishali. We request all these students to please turn on their cameras and say a quick hello to all of us. Thank you very much for this performance. Thank you. Moving on. Teachers have played an integral part in making Harmony a success it is every year. Let us hear what they want to say about TGELF and the competitions at Harmony.
All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to fulfill them. Entrepreneurship is important as it encourages creativity and innovation. TGELF motivates students to be proactive and execute their ideas into reality as business plans. My message to all the competing team is that learning is more important than winning or losing. I'm sure you have learned a lot. So my best wishes, and all of you are winner in execution of your ideas.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
Our society kept progressing at its own pace with the introduction of new technology and innovation, but education system is something that remained stagnant for a long time. Then came JAT Gulf Student Company Program.
By participating in TGELF's JA program, our students don't just become ready to create their own futures, but they become ready to change the world.
Start doing some small projects with our students at this age in our schools. It will initiate the entrepreneurs in them.
Enhance their creativity, develops the problem solving, and it also develops the leader for the future.
Through this entrepreneurship project, I saw the students learn so many things. They not only develop an entrepreneurial mindset, but the project also gave them an opportunity to develop skill sets like how to hold dialogues with multiple stakeholders, how to create websites, how to do videography, photography, and so many other things.
TGELF JA India program has helped Vivek students to develop by teaching them how a real company works. I wish all the competing teams the best of luck and hope to see all of you do great. Thank you.
I thank TGELF for giving us this opportunity and my best wishes for all the teams.
All the very best to all the teams participating this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, teachers. TGELF is very grateful for your constant love and support. Thank you very much. I will once again welcome Ms. Dinu Raheja to close the ceremony for today.
Thank you, Shuchi. Thank you to all our students, our teachers, principals, guests who have joined us, helped make the opening ceremony a success, barring, of course, a little bit of a hiccup that technology always gives us. That's something that we are slowly getting used to. But thank you so much for being here with us. We hope that you enjoyed the opening ceremony. And as you saw the teachers say in their videos, we wish you the very best for the coming competitions. We have competitions lined up for the next 4 days, back to back, with the teams competing, vying for the winner's position at the national level. This is the national event that is going to take place. But for us, each one of you is a winner. The fact that you made it to the top, the fact that you have not only taken initiative and leadership, but as Mrs. Ishwaran said, kept empathy and compassion in your mind, looked at changes which were not just for yourself, but for social good. Keeping all that in mind, you all of you winners in your own right and in your own spaces. So gear up, kids. for the next few days for the competitions. You'll all have the schedules with you. And then join us back again next Sunday for the closing ceremony when we will be announcing the top winners in all the competitions that we are holding. So we look forward to each one who's joined today to join us back in next Sunday, same place, same time, to find out who were the winners in the various competitions. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us and being a part.
Dino, I'd like to now say a big thank you to the lead team. Well done. And I think you people need a big show of hands.
Thank you, ma'am. Always welcome your inspiration and your motivation. That's what drives us on all the time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And we meet you again next Sunday, same time for the
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ask
Thank you so
everyone
much.
to turn on their
Thank
cameras.
you so much.
Can we all turn on our cameras now so that we can all have a good opening ceremony picture?
Yes, please,
Opening
everyone.
Harmony 2020. Thank you so much. Can we have few more cameras turning on? Thank you, everyone.
Do we have it all? Come on, everybody. We need to get each one's photograph.
Thank you, Dinu ma'am.
हरपाल को आपको मुकाबला दे
Ahead of Manali. Between Manali and Manali there.
Thank you, and thank you, Kusum, for joining all the way from Bhutan. Lovely.
Nice to see you.
Nice.
In fact, now you should do it.
Thank you,
Can
Dinu
you
ma'am.
hear me?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, look after yourself.
Thank you so much, Dinu ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Suchi. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am. Well.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi,
All
everyone.
Thank you, Dinu ma'am. Thank you, Dinu ma'am.
Thank you.